This was actually a really interesting news article. MLK's famous criticism of Malcolm X was a fraud, author finds. Jonathan Eeg was deep in the Duke University archives researching his new biography of MLK Jr., where he made an alarming discovery. King's harshest and most famous criticism of Malcolm X, in which he accuses fellow civil rights leader of being a fiery demagogic oratory, appears to have been fabricated. I think its historic reverberations are huge, Eeg told the Washington Post. Well, no one gives a shit, okay? You're a history nerd, and I like it. I would love to find out more about MLK's, like, hidden side that doesn't get a lot of coverage. But, like, the reality is people don't give a shit. They literally say he was a Republican who, was like race blind, you know what I mean? Like so no one in the history of the United States of America's, like, not super long history, has ever been as whitewashed as Martin Luther King. Like, his legacy has been bastardized and utilized to incredible ends, like to literally uphold and uplift white supremacy. It's so sad. Haley's legacy has been tarnished by accusations of plagiarism and historical inaccuracy in his most famous book, Roots, but his latest could open up more of his work to criticism, especially the autobiography of Malcolm X. Malcolm X, a member of the Nation of Islam, had frequently attacked King and his commitment to nonviolence, going so far as to call King a modern Uncle T-word. But his criticism often had strategic purposes, Eeg said. In acting as a foil to King, his message has more value to the media. King saw value in being a foil to Malcolm sometimes too, but I think at their core they had a lot in common. They certainly shared a lot of the same goals. Agreed. Eeg, who previously wrote acclaimed biographies of Muhammad Ali and Lou Gehrig, said he found the fabrication in the course of his standard book research for King, A Life, due out May 16. When a subject is given a long interview, he'll look through the archives of the journalists who conducted it, hoping to find notes or tapes with previously unpublished anecdotes. He did not find a recording of Haley's interview with King in the Haley archives at Duke, but he did find what appears to be an unedited transcript of the full interview, likely typed by a secretary straight from a recording, Eeg said. Eeg provided the Post with a copy of the transcript. On page 60 to 84, Haley asked, Dr. King, would you care to comment upon the articulate former black Muslim Malcolm X? King responds, I have met Malcolm X, but circumstances didn't enable me to talk with him for more than a minute. I totally disagree with many of his political and philosophical views, as I understand them. He is very articulate, as you say. I don't want to seem to sound as if I feel so self-righteous or absolutist that I think I have the only truth, the only way. Maybe he does have some of the answer. But I know that I have so often felt that I wish that he would talk less of violence, because I don't think that the violence can solve our problem. And in his litany of expressing the despair of the Negro without offering a positive, creative approach, I think he falls into a rut sometimes. That's crazy that, like, this other dude just took that and was like, yeah, he hates him. He hates him, like, a lot. That is not how King's response appeared in the published interview. While the top part is nearly identical with the transcript, it ended in Playboy like this. And in his litany of articulating the despair of the Negro without offering any positive creative alternative, I feel that Malcolm has done himself and our people a great disservice. Fiery, demagogic oratory in the black ghettos, urging Negroes to arm themselves and prepare to engage in violence, as he has done, can reap nothing but grief. Oh my God, he got clip-chimped. But, like, not even clip-chimped. Because, like, they just made it up. They clipped it, and then they made up the rest of it. They just added a totally different energy to it.